The year was 1914. The world was on the edge of war, and one man, Ernest Shackleton, was dreaming of a journey to the edge of the world. His goal? To cross the entire continent of Antarctica, from one side to the other, something no human had ever done before. This is not just the story of an expedition. It's the story of hope, courage, and survival, against all odds. This is Ernest Shackleton's endurance expedition. Born in Ireland in 1874, Ernest Shackleton was no stranger to adventure. By the age of 16, he had already joined the merchant navy, dreaming of the day he would set sail to the most mysterious place on Earth, Antarctica. After 2 earlier expeditions, Shackleton planned something extraordinary, a full trans-Antarctic crossing. He called his ship Endurance, after his family motto, "By endurance we conquer." With 27 men, sled dogs, and supplies for 2 years, the Endurance set sail from England in December 1914, just as World War I began. As the Endurance neared Antarctica, the sea began to freeze around her. By January 1915, the ship was completely trapped in pack ice. No wind, no movement, no escape. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The crew waited, believing the ice might melt, but it didn't. The Antarctic winter had arrived. Despite the danger, Shackleton remained calm. He made sure his men exercised, played games, and stayed positive. He knew that in a place like this, morale was survival. Then came the sound no sailor ever wants to hear: crack! The pressure of the ice began crushing the Endurance. After months of struggle, the ship finally sank beneath the ice in October 1915. Now Shackleton and his 27 men were stranded in the middle of a frozen ocean with no radio and no hope of rescue. For the next several months, the men drifted on the ice, sleeping in tents, hunting seals and penguins for food, and surviving in temperatures below -40 degrees Celsius. Shackleton refused to let despair win. He told his men, "We must do the impossible and do it together." When the ice finally began to break apart, Shackleton gave the order, "To the boats." They launched their 3 lifeboats into freezing waters, fighting massive waves, hunger, and exhaustion. After 7 brutal days, they reached a small, uninhabited island, Elephant Island. It was the first solid ground they'd seen in over a year. But there was a problem. No one would ever find them there. If they were to survive, someone had to go for help. So Shackleton chose 5 of his strongest men and set off in a small lifeboat, the James Caird, on a 1,300-kilometer journey across the stormiest ocean on Earth, heading for South Georgia Island. For 16 days, they battled hurricane winds, icy water, and sleepless nights. Every wave could have been their last, but Shackleton's determination never wavered. Finally, they sighted land, South Georgia. But the nightmare wasn't over. They had landed on the wrong side of the island. To reach the whaling station, they had to cross its mountains and glaciers on foot, with no climbing gear, no maps, and no rest. After 36 hours of non-stop marching, Shackleton and his men stumbled into the whaling station, half frozen but alive. It took 4 long months and several failed attempts before Shackleton could finally return to Elephant Island. But on August 30th, 1916, the miracle happened. As the rescue ship appeared on the horizon, the stranded men cheered and cried. All 28 men, every single one, had survived nearly 2 years trapped in the Antarctic. Not one life lost, because of one man's unbreakable leadership. Ernest Shackleton never reached the South Pole. He never crossed Antarctica. But he achieved something far greater. He proved the power of endurance, hope, and human spirit. Even today, more than a century later, his name stands as a symbol of what it means to lead with courage and compassion. Difficulties, Shackleton once said, are just things to overcome, after all.